right, welcome back to the Big League Wildcard Series, games 5 through 7. I'm here with Chris this morning. We haven't seen Chris in a while. Welcome, Chris.
Hello, everybody. Hello. You know, I missed the playoffs, so I just wanted to be a part of it some way, somehow, I guess.
You missed the playoffs. You've missed the playoffs for a while, so it's been a trend.
Yeah.
But hopefully you'll get back there. But anyways,
Maybe.
We've got some good series after yesterday. No one's been eliminated yet, so everybody's still alive. Let's go off to the playoff standings. And I'm just going to throw you on the stream real quick. All right. So yeah, we've got a couple 3-1 series. Somerville, New York, Virginia, San Antonio locked at 2-2. We'll dive right into it this morning. right, we've got a couple of locked in, well, maybe locked in decisions. Anything can happen, but San Diego up by 6 in the 8th inning on the Thoroughbreds, trying to end that series in advance with the 3-1 series lead. Also, three-run game now here as the Mudcats get one in the bottom of the 7th. They trail 5-2 against Winston-Salem, who's still trying to extend their season. Make that 6-2 on a team's double. And then in the 7th, we got some closer games here. Las Vegas clinging to a 1-run lead, 2 out, man on second. About to head over the 8th if they don't score there. And then a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 7th in St. Louis over Kansas City. It's been a low-scoring series. Last 2 matchups, also some pretty comfortable spreads. Virginia now up 4 on San Antonio, trying to take the 3-2 series lead. And the other 2-2 series, New York up 7-2 on Somerville late. So let's see if anything happens. If anybody watches the NFL Red Zone, let's see if anything happens in the witching hour. All right, we've got some finals here. San Diego 7, Louisville 2. San Diego advances. St. Louis sneaks by with that 1-0 win. Brad Wilson went 8 innings, his second beautiful start, but not enough for the Scouts. And that is a 3-2 series lead for Steam. Virginia takes stays alive with a 4-0 win. And Winston-Salem stays alive with a 6-2 victory. 2-run game, tying run at the plate for the Generals in the 9th. And New York has their game in hand, up by 5. Somerville last chance, 3 outs. Last out here after Soto strikes out swinging for Washington. It's going to be a pitching change. Sims comes in and he closes the door, so Las Vegas gets the win. And I believe that keeps them alive in that series as well. I don't think there's... Oh yeah, and the Seals eliminating the Thoroughbreds. Yeah. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the 9th for Somerville. Is there a miracle brewing? Victor Jimenez strikes out. Enriquez lines out. Howell walks, so the tying run is at the plate. And that will do it. New York takes the 3-2 series lead. Of course, we are switching locations back home. Go the favorites. Game 6. Virginia needs to win 1 in San Antonio to close the series. Kansas City just needs to win 1 at home. And that series wrong. It's the 3-2 Kansas City lead. Washington needs to win at home. New York needs to win at home. And Winston-Salem needs to win at home, but they need to win 2. So And Virginia takes a late lead over San Antonio, 4-2. A 2-run single here in the 7th puts San Antonio's season on the line. Checking in around in the other scores here now in the 7th, St. Louis clinging to a 2-0 lead over the Scouts, trying to force Game 7. And Las Vegas trying to do the same thing. They've got a 4-run lead on Washington in the 6th. Somerville also trying to force Game 7, 4-2 over New York in the 7th. Bottom half, New York's got a tying run at the plate. Bases loaded for New Orleans, already up 6-0 on Winston-Salem. Only has 1 hit in the game so far here in the 6th inning. big hits for Somerville. They extend that lead. They've got a pretty comfortable lead now, 7-2 in the 8th. Looks like we will have a Game 7 in New York, barring a miraculous comeback. Last 3 outs for the Chiles Picantes. They need 2 runs here in the 9th inning, or their season is over. That'll do it. Virginia does wrap it up with a 4-2 victory. They'll advance. Two-run home run by Carlos Guillen, and Washington has a pulse. They've got the Tiger at the plate, man on first here, down 5-3. They do have the 3-2 series lead, but always want to close it when you can and avoid that Game 7. And they get the 2-run homer by Patrick Saul and tie the game up, 5-5. 4 runs in the 8th for the Generals. Winston-Salem on the board. They're down 6-1 as we go to the 9th in that game, though. Not looking good. The bases are loaded for Kansas City in the bottom of the 9th, trying to end that series. They get 1 on a sac fly here, but the Steam hold on and they force Game 7. Winning run on base for the High Rollers in the 9th. And a 2-run homer by Jason Bassett puts Las Vegas back on top just like that. The Generals have more work to do. We have another Game 7. Leadoff runner on for the Generals. Make that the first 2. A double play though. I rolled on, and it's going to be Fabian with the season on the, not the season on the line, the game on the line. That'll do it. So Game 7 in Washington we go. We'll speed up these last 2 since they're not too close. It looks like the Camels' magical season's going to end here. Possibly 6-2 now. First playoff appearance, first playoff elimination. Mudcats advance. And 3 outs left for the Empire here in Game 6. Down 7-2. Make that 9-2. Chase Posey with a 2-run homer. Second home run of the game for Posey. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 Game 7s? 3 Game 7s. Take a look. Player of the game. Performance of the day, I should say. Chase Posey, the 2 home runs, 2 for 4, 2 homers, 3 RBIs in the 9-2 win. Tim Bell, 7 innings pitched for the Steam in that 2-1 win. 7 strikeouts. And Dave Rodriguez for the Mudcats. 5.1 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts. Got the job done. Didn't give up a run against Winston-Salem. Standings page real quick. Mudcats advance, Virginia advances, San Diego advances, and we've got a couple Game 7s. Mike Zalewski with a big 2-run home run in Game 7 here to get the Empire off to a hot start. And Galtero Capillari doubles in. Stewart and the Steam have the lead here in the second. Vaclav Mali drives in Bassett, and the High Rollers strike first in Washington in the first. Generals strike back bottom half of the inning. Guadalupe rolled on, singles in Heinerman, and it's 1-1. Make it 2-1. Patrick Saul singles in, rolled on. And a quick lead for the Generals in the bottom half. Meanwhile, the Empire off to a scorching start. Zalewski singles in 2 more. He's driven in 4 runs in this Game 7. And then Rich Reinhardt doubles in 2. It's 6-0 in that game. Moneyline get a couple back here in the third. It's now 6-2. Las Vegas ties the game up. Brent Balubar singles in Hall, and it's now 2-2 in the second. And in all that chaos, we missed a Xavier Simmons single, extending the St. Louis lead to 2. Arturo Rivera absolutely cooking on the mound. 11 strikeouts through 6 innings. Joe Sumney solo home run and an injury to the Somerville moneyline all in the same swoop. And that's a 5-run game in the 6th. Empire in control. 6 outs left for the Kansas City Scouts, down 2-0 to the Steam. Scouts go 1-2-3 in the 8th inning. 3 outs left now in their season. Tied at 2 in Washington. So we're in the bottom of the 6th in that game. Two-run home run, Danny Garcia, and Las Vegas up 4-2 now in the 7th. Leadoff runner on for the Scouts in the bottom of the 9th, Shane Wilson, I think it was, with a single. Egan lines out. It's Bulger at the plate, and he hits into a double play, and that's going to do it. The Steam win Game 7 on the road. They win 6 and 7 on the road, and they advance. Generals have the leadoff runner on bottom of the 7th. Tying run at the plate in Soto. And the Empire, 6 runs up on the money line right now. Bases are loaded in the top of the 8th. They need a big hit here, or I think their season is over. They get a walk, bases loaded walk, and an error, so it's 8-4. Tying run at the plate. And Ken Howell strikes out swinging, so 8-4, 3 outs left for the money line in this in their season. Generals, bases loaded, 2 out in the 7th. Roldan grounds out. On to the 8th we go. Two-run homer in the 8th. John Boucher extends the lead for the Empire in the 9th. Somerville gets one back with a leadoff homer by Manriquez, but they have 5 runs to go, and their season is going to come to an end. The Empire will advance here in Game 7. Last one to decide is Las Vegas and Washington. 2 out, man on second for the Generals. And they get a big double from Craig Lord. All of a sudden, it's a 1-run game, 4-3. On second, Freitas coming in for the pinch hit opportunity, and he grounds out. So on to the 9th we go, but Generals get 1 back. It's 4-3. Washington has the leadoff runner on in the 9th, and Heinerman doubles 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out for the Generals. Zuniga grounds out. It's a big out. Intentional walk to Roldan, and it's going to be Juhas at the plate, the DH. And Pritchard in to throw. Freddie Pritchard for Las Vegas. Bobby Juhas. And Bobby Juhas singles. We've got a tie game. 2nd and 3rd now, 2 down. Patrick Saul walks. It's going to be up to Best. Mike Best at the plate. 3-0 count. And he does it! Mike Best walks. He walks in Game 7 to win it for the Generals. They come back from down 4-2 to win 5-4, and they will advance to the divisional round. What a crazy finish in Washington. Let's take a look at the players of the games here. Oop, somehow. It's Mike Zaluki, 2 for 4. 4 runs batted in. He did that all like before the 3rd inning, I think, and he walked as well. 10-5 win for the New York Empire. St. Louis's Jesse Salibi, 8 innings pitched in that 2-0 win over the Scouts. And then Joe Sumney for the New York Empire, 2 for 3. Homer scored 3 times. So we have results. Let's see, finished today. Let's see these matchups going into the next round. All right, we've got the Mudcats going to face the defending champion, Denver Dynamite. That's a matchup we've seen many times before. We'll actually have to look back at the history books before the next series and see how many times those 2 teams have faced off now. The Washington Generals are going to face the New York Empire, so another divisional matchup there. St. Louis gets the Bighorn Rams. Let's see if the Rams can get past that curse that is the Fire Conference, and that is, of course, that 1 seed just gets crushed. I want to say 80% of the time. So Virginia and San Diego, that's going to be our last matchup. So congrats to the 8 GMs still in it. We'll take a look at the MVPs from the last round real quick. And we've got for Washington, Craig Lord, the 3rd baseman, getting the MVP. His first award at the 26-year-old in his rookie season here. A lot of young guys on the Generals. We've got Jalen Dilworth for the Mudcats here. First baseman Jalen Dilworth. And of course, he's very decorated, a great player here in the league. Up to 33 WAR, 34 WAR, maybe a Hall of Fame candidate someday. He's playing that first base position. Travis Berthume, the trade acquisition, had a great series here for New York, and he's the MVP. San Diego, it's going to be Quentin Cook, the center fielder. Nice season for Quentin Cook and a nice series. Ethan Washington for the Virginia Rebels, getting his first piece of hardware. And then finally for the St. Louis Steam, it's Galtero Capillari, the catcher, getting his first piece of hardware here. In he's 28 years old. He's been around the block, so congratulations to him. And congratulations again to everybody. We'll see you in the next round.